Okay, y'all, we're picking it back up. Don't forget to text Diamond at 88022 or Silk at 88022.
That's right.
Okay. All right. So we're going to pick this conversation back up with Kamala Harris wanting to blame President Trump for the millions of unemployed Americans during the COVID pandemic.
That's right. Yeah.
So, I just looked and I said, she's so silly. First of all, we're in the midst of a pandemic.
Yeah.
The one thing that we know is that President Trump left us in such a surplus.
Yes.
If these governors will open back up their states fully, this place it will soar.
Yeah.
Okay? It will soar. But do not blame our president for what these scientists did.
That's right.
Walking up into his office,
yes,
telling him to close down the country. If he didn't, millions were going to die.
That's
As
right.
the president,
yes,
how was he supposed to respond?
How was he supposed to respond?
Right. What was he supposed to do? They supposed to be the top scientists, the top doctors. But here's what I don't understand, Sil.
What don't you understand?
Now, they want everyone. You listen to the top scientists. You listen to the top doctors. Well, this top doctor Fauci, or scientist Fauci, he said that he believed that we can vote in person. Oh, but they don't want to believe that. So you can't depict what you want to believe and what you don't want to believe, or what you want people to accept and what you don't want people to accept.
But see, Diamond, that's another 52 fake out.
Right.
Because see, what Dr. Fauci, and I call him Fauci, okay? What he wants you to, he said that so that you can be on his side, only for him to flip-flop later on, down the line, to say, well, the virus is back, it's the third will win, and now you can't vote. And then, before you know it, now here you is, done got your confidence in him when he's been flip-flopping for the last how many months?
Yeah. Well, I just wish I hope people wake up and smell the coffee. And when we talk about these ballots, and I see the fight that's going on, you have Nancy Pelosi that want to bring everybody back and want everybody to put in some kind of measures for the post office.
Right.
But here's the deal, you all. It's just like we said 2 weeks ago. If you had a lottery ticket that was worth $1 million, would you mail it in?
Yeah.
Or would you take it in?
Right.
And your vote should be worth like $1 million, if not more.
Right.
You don't need to be taking your vote and sticking it in nobody's box.
Right.
You need to go and stick it in a ballot box at the voting office or the election board or election office when you vote, or you request absentee ballots.
That's right.
Is what needs to happen.
But see, these Democrats, they could not let this moment go by to be able to gain some type of power. They want to have power, girl. It is so crazy. See, you got to remember, when you talk about the unemployment Americans, why are they unemployed? Like you said early on, when these different states and cities, Democrat-ran cities and states, won't even open up to allow people to go back to work, to open up their businesses for people to work, what does that do?
Well, listen, it flattens people's livelihoods.
That's exactly when we were told to go in and flatten the curve, not flatten people's livelihoods. Neither, even though we was told to go in and flatten the curve, do you know we were not told to stay in? It was not told to us that we had to stay in until the virus was gone.
Right.
But that's what they're trying to encroach upon we, the American people.
Why are they trying to all of it, you all, I'm sorry, it's so designed to hurt President Trump.
That's exactly what it is.
You had one of the squad members say, her name is Ayanna Presley, say it's time for unrest in the streets.
What?
Why are you, as a congresswoman, as a black person, advocating for people to go out in the streets and reap havoc and commit crime?
So she is okay with all of this rioting and stuff that's going on in the streets?
Absolutely.
Destroying the doggone inner cities.
That's right.
And the businesses. And burning down businesses and throwing bricks and bottles. She's okay with that?
She's okay with that. Now, who gonna clean the streets up? I know she's sitting up looking like Mr. Clean. But who gonna clean these streets up?
Who's gonna clean them up?
You see what I'm talking about,
Who is going to clean them up?
And so when you look at people advocating for the civil unrest, for the people to go out and commit criminality, that lets you know the state of mind. Why do we have people with this state of mind even running anything in our country? And this is why I'm telling people you need to vote red.
Yeah, but see, you got to remember that a lot of our systems have been infiltrated with a particular ideology, okay, and with that infiltration of that, people feel like it is okay to defund the police, reap havoc in the country society. Now, how is it that you had this so-called organization, Black Lives Matter, going in talking about police brutality and we're going to fight for this cause and fight for that cause? What did that got to do? Now you all of a sudden it switched to dismantling this and dismantling that. I don't get the connection there, because it was once about George Floyd, but now this thing right here is not about no George Floyd. It's not about no police brutality. Right. All of the brutality that I see happening in these streets, where it's black on black crimes and all of these young babies and different people getting killed, even police officers are getting killed.
Right.
Where is these organizations, Black Lives Matters, Presley, and all of these other folks on that? But she's sitting here talking about going out and encouraging civil unrest.
That's exactly what she's doing.
That's some sick
Not
stuff.
only that, you see the DNC, they use their convention to bash Trump. That's not the time to use your convention to bash Trump. Bash yourselves for wanting this criminality to take place, and you're not doing anything about it. And when the president go in and say, hey, we're going to send in these people to help you all, you got these same members of Congress telling him, oh, well, you're acting like a dictator. You're acting like it's his tyranny. And it's not. He's trying to protect the American people.
But you know why they're bashing Trump?
Why?
Because they have no solution.
They have no solution.
And he is the solution. They know he's the solution, and they want to bash the solution. These damn Democrats have never had no solution for we the American people.
Absolutely
it's
not.
always been red tape put in place.
That's right.
To try to restrict
and try to stop you. And do you notice, if you're trying to come up in the ranks, if you're coming up the ladder, they always put some kind of regulation or something in place to bring everybody back down. Look at the different businesses that's tanking. All because Democrats won't open back up their states.
I got another good example for you. You have Democrats that want you to stay in to keep you from catching a virus, okay? But they are okay with you going out purchasing weed and alcohol. You got Democrats, they don't even want people to go to church and praise the Lord, but it's okay for you to go to the abortion clinic.
To kill your baby.
To kill your babies. I mean, just look at all of this. In some cases, you are even forbidden from purchasing a seed or plant in the ground for food. Go to the gym to work out. To even speak about a drug that's been around for over 50 years, hydroxychloroquine. They don't even want you doing anything that's going to help you.
So it seems like what has happened in our country is everything that's right is now wrong. And everything is wrong. They're trying to make it right. And this I'm telling you, you got to shake yourself awoke.
You're going to have to.
You better wake up. And smell the coffee and see what time it is. And I'm going to tell you who you need to be voting for. You better vote for President Donald J. Trump, you all. You're going to have to vote for him. And the reason why is because he's the only one standing in the way for these people not to totally take away our liberties and our freedoms, you all.
That's right.
Please understand that. And the reason why they continue to bash him, demean him, disparage him is because, like you said, he is the solution.
Just look
he
at the
is
peace
the
deal.
answer.
Look at the peace deal that he
in
did over in Israel.
Right.
Just look
the
at
Democrats didn't do that. They didn't even come to the table for that.
Well, you have those different past administrations that continue to say, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And they didn't do it. It took President Trump stepping in there, honey, 3.5 to almost 4 years to get more done within his administration, even though they've been trying to disparage him, try to tear him down, trying to get him out of office. He's still going right along, making deals after deals after deals. I know that we say that this man is a businessman, but he's also a builder.
That's right. And the one thing about President Trump, baby, he can build it again bigger, better, and stronger than you've ever seen it before.
That's right.
And that's what, look.
That's what we need now.
When you better bet on Trump. Because you're going to bet right.
That's right.
You already know what he has the capability of doing. He's already proven. These people, the Democrats ain't never proved to us what they can do for America. They never did it.
Even down to Jim Crow Joe, been in government position for almost half a century. And he was served 8 years under a Black president, biracial president, Barack Hussein Obama. Why didn't Jim Crow Joe do something right then and there for Americans, for the Black community? Everything he talk about, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. This mofo wasn't concerned about we, the American people.
Because he was so concerned about himself and his son Hunter. And where the hell is Hunter?
Where the hell is Hunter?
Where he at?
Where he at? Somewhere peeping and hiding, sneaking and diving just like his daddy.
That's right. Listen, vote red, R-E-D. Remove every Democrat. Vote Trump.
They got to go. We got to vote all of them out. Make sure you vote straight red,
Yes.
you all. We got to do this here for the sake of our sanity, for the sake of our freedom, for the sake of our country.
That's right.